Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, November 28th, 2018. I'm Fredicia Liburd. Nevis has joined the observance of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. Junior Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, notes that every year from November 25th to December 10th, women's rights advocates and defenders unite in the cause of bringing light to the plight of female victims of violence the world over as part of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence campaign.
Every day, women and girls are subjected to rape, intimate partner violence, stalking, sexual harassment, emotional abuse, and many other forms of traumatic experiences. What is all the more troubling is that for far too long, silence and stigma have kept the stories of abused women hidden in the dark. I, however, want to encourage those women who know that they have been abused or who have been victims of gender-based violence to stand up, step forward, and speak out. Let the world hear your stories. Indeed, I call on the entire Nevisian society to join in the campaign and give Philippe to this year's theme, Orange the World. Hear me too. But in order to hear, we must first be willing to listen. We must be willing to listen to the cries of our daughters, sisters, mothers, cousins, and neighbors, and not always turn a blind eye to their struggles.
The Gender Affairs Minister says she is pleased to see the advent of regional and global movements such as Life in Leggings, Not One More, and Me Too movement, which have emboldened more women to step out of the shadows of victimization.
I applaud the movers and shakers of such developments, and I encourage more of our young people to find other creative mechanisms for bringing further awareness to the struggles of women who have been or may become victims of this scourge. Let us also try to find new ways to transform the attitudes of our citizens so that they treat our women and the issues impacting them with greater care and concern. Over the next 2 weeks, there will be an uptick in activism, and we seek to orange our communities and neighborhoods through a plethora of activities and awareness drives. The color orange connotes a brighter future and a world free from violence against women and girls. I encourage everyone to join us in this cause of creating that brighter future so that our women and girls can lead full and effective lives.
Junior Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, making an address to mark the observance of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The Gender Affairs Division, in collaboration with the Ministry of Human Resources and the Department of Community Development, hosted a 2-day retirement planning seminar at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Human Resources, Edson Elliott, spoke about the purpose of the seminar at the opening ceremony on Tuesday.
Too often, we have seen our public servants reach the mandatory age of retirement, and sometimes even after they've been given the 5 additional years, they're still not ready to leave the public service. And we believe it is because persons have not prepared themselves properly for retirement and persons have not planned. And so this seminar is timely and certainly will offer us that opportunity to continue the planning, and in those cases where we have not started, certainly start the planning for retirement. The Ministry of Human Resources is indeed happy that we can offer this type of training to our public servants.
Junior Minister of Gender Affairs in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, commended the division for hosting the seminar.
The Department of Gender is partnering with Human Resources in this very important venture. I would like to commend the staff at the Department of Gender Affairs for their foresight in organizing this event. I think, as somebody said, it is the third, I remember, launching the very first 3 years ago. And I believe that in continuing to educate persons, that is pivotal for us in the ministry. However, my only suggestion would be, if we can get this training earlier, when persons entering the civil service, if we can come up with creative ways to have them start investing then. If they are to put aside $1 when they start in the service, let's say 18, 19, $1, just calculate how much it would be at age 55.
The seminar began on Tuesday, November 27th and concluded today, Wednesday, November 28th, with a closing ceremony. The retirement planning seminar was introduced in 2016. A number of persons from the civil service attended the seminar and heard from various facilitators on successful tips for retirement planning. Residents of Nevis are being provided with an opportunity to get healthy and reduce their risk of developing non-communicable diseases, NCDs, through the fully integrated training Fit Wellness Center, NCD Prevention Action Plan, and Weight Loss Campaign. Persons can register free of charge to participate in the weight loss campaign, which has two components, diet and exercise.
So we're going to try and give you lots of different options on healthy foods and healthy meals that you can prepare. And then we're also going to look at selecting healthy foods. What we're going to be looking at is looking at food labels. How do you read the food labels and understand whether you're actually buying a healthy product? Sometimes when you look at the food labels, they look very, very confusing. And it's like you have to have a PhD in food labels to understand the food labels. So we're going to try and break that down and make sure people are aware of what information food labels are giving you. We're going to have weekly challenges, we're going to have themes. So really just an all-encompassing campaign that ensures that people have the support, but also the information that they need so that they're empowered to make decisions about the food that they choose to purchase, prepare, and also consume.
Abby Bago is the project manager for Lake Health and Wellbeing, who is partnering with the director of Fit Wellness Center, David Walwyn, for the weight loss campaign.
There's a lovely fit park that David has put together. So we're going to have fun exercise events at the fit park, and that will just give people the opportunity to come together to exercise regularly. Again, there'll be weekly challenges, there'll be tips. We're also going to encourage participants to get together and work out together so that they form a community of people coming together, motivating each other to really lose weight. There'll be access to the gym, one-to-one tips and advice, and we're also going to have an online forum, which I'm going to speak about soon. And then as well, we're going to reward and highlight success. So we're going to have prizes for people that have lost the most weight. We're going to have recognition of people who've succeeded, who have met their weight loss target. And then we're also going to follow specific people on their weight loss journey. And the idea behind that is that we want to share lessons learned from people's journeys. So create really nice case studies so that we can understand like what worked well, when that, or if that person had a challenge during the weight loss journey, how did they overcome it? And how can we use those lessons to encourage other people to lose weight and stay the journey throughout the 6-month course.
Participants in the weight loss campaign will also receive support through interaction via web-based, fully responsive health portal.
So on that platform, we'll be able to share videos, tips, pictures. People will be able to engage with experts in the field. They don't know this yet. Experts in the field on the forum. We'll be able to track the progress of people through the forum. There'll be a personalized dashboard, so that way we can kind of tailor information to meet that specific person who's using the platform at that point. There'll be a forum. There'll be a chat facility, so people can know like what challenges is it this week? What are we doing this week? I'm having a struggle this week. Can anybody give me a bit of motivation? So the forum and the chat facility will allow people to do that. We'll also be able to do little quizzes, and the idea behind the quizzes is to actually consolidate the information that we've been giving the people on the campaign. So if we had a week of, I don't know, no fruit day, and we were doing the benefits of a particular fruit or vegetable, we could do like a quick quiz to just make sure that people actually got that information.
To register for the weight loss campaign, which will begin in January 2019, call 869-667-0079 or email info@lakehealthandwellbeing.com. Still to come,
come on out in your numbers and support the children, support the NCDF, and help us to bring the culture back and bring the culture alive here in Nevis.
the details after this break.
Hey girl, what's up? What brings you by?
Girl, I got awesome news from Inland Revenue Department.
What awesome news that? The only news that I get from the department is that they got to spend money. What the news be?
The Inland Revenue Department is waiving all interest on your outstanding property tax bills in excess of $100.
What? What are you saying? So wait, if my interest is $1,000, how much I got to pay?
All you're required to pay is the $100 and the outstanding tax due. If for some reason you are unable to pay your property tax in full this month, the department is also offering payment arrangement plans to make settlement easier. But remember, you have to come to the department between November 1st and December 31st to qualify.
Inland Revenue doing big things. I like it. This is a great way to encourage payment and still allowing the taxpayer to save some dollars.
So girl, look at it this way. You can use your extra $900 on the VAT reduction day in December. So be a responsible tax citizen and get your property taxes paid in full.
Welcome back. The Customs and Excise Department in Nevis is notifying the general public of its auction sale scheduled for Monday, December 3rd, 2018. The public auction sale will be on items that were imported on or before August 13th, 2018. The sale is slated for 1 p.m. on Monday, December 3rd, 2018 at the Brian David Courier Facility, Main Street, Charlestown. The term of sale is strictly cash on the fall of the hammer. The public auction sale is in accordance with the Customs Control and Management Act, Chapter 20.04, Section 196. To accommodate the sale, the Brian David Courier Facility will open at 8 a.m. and close at noon on Monday. As a way of reviving the Christmas culture and spirit on the island of Nevis, the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, NCDF, will be hosting a Christmas cultural hop on Saturday, December 1st. Chief Executive Officer of the NCDF, Jerome Rollins, made mention of what the general public should expect on Saturday.
Performances by different genre of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, dances, masquerades, steel pan, clowns, etc. And what we're going to be doing is we'll be leaving our office at Penny's and going around the island, bringing the Christmas cheer to the people of Nevis.
Rollins mentioned the various stops that will be made on Saturday and encouraged the public to support the activity.
Jessup's, Cotton Ground, Newcastle, Camps, Bricklin, Butlers, Top of Zion, Hanley's Road, Church Ground, Bath Village, culminating in the square in Charlestown. So this is a Saturday afternoon filled with cultural events, bringing the Christmas cheer. This is something that has been missing in Nevis for a number of years. And so the NCDF is trying to revive that culture, trying to revive that Christmas spirit throughout the island of Nevis. What I would like to say is for the people in the various villages to come on out and lend your support the young persons, support the school children who will be performing, support those who are bringing the Christmas spirit to you, just like the old days when you had the masquerades going through the villages. Come on out in your numbers and support the children, support the NCDF, and help us to bring the culture back and bring the culture alive here in Nevis.
Chief Executive Officer of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, Jerome Rollins. That's how we end this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.